All right, here we go. I apologize if I can't read my own writing. What time to sign up? The state of Black America is in peril. Apparently guided by the shadow, my people are purged like ammo from barrel. Shot with reckless abandon, we stagnant and sterile, but shining and gleaming in designer apparel. We wear tears like tattoos. Tears for black wounds. And the story goes on as though that is all it can do. As though for all we went through, no real relief exists to take us out of the struggle unless the preacher convinced you that in death is salvation. Now, if that had been true, we'd have been saved long ago when Africans were drowning in the ocean just trying to go home. But as far as I can tell, it is still the same song, same show. Same inferiority complex, how low can you go? To the flow, nigga, act like you know. Nigga, act like you think we never been here before. In this state of discontentment, we disconsolate souls with all deliberate speed, seek certificates and degrees, but are constantly reminded that we are still meant to bleed. If we intend to reach for the American dream, my people are always watching, but they still won't believe. And though there's time to pay attention, that don't mean to TV, because TV will only tell you what it needs you to see. So the ruling class can make you what it needs you to be. Did you know that in Alabama, as a result of a measure of outlawing immigration, the immigrants flee? So now cotton plantations need hands in the field, and who you think they get to replace them? That's the real question. Did you get that? There's a law outlawing immigration, so the immigrants are leaving Alabama. Now the cotton plantations that are operating in Alabama need people to replace them. Who you think they get to replace them? Right? Right, you guessed it, the inmates. So now incarceration rates must artificially increase. Lock up more black boys just to feed the estate. It's like wipe clean the state. We back in 1848. If a change is gonna come, it's too little, too late, and too many lose hope. Get resigned to their fate, fly on weed or on coke, lose their mind, procreate. Now the next generation inherits their doom. And these kids are like flowers that are prohibited to bloom with distended stems, and their leaves are all pruned. Got nowhere to go, so for the pen they are groomed. Homeboy knows Glock before books, he cars before health, he money over bitches because he thinks he needs the wealth. But what profits? What are profits to a man if he lacks a true self? I tell you, the state of Black America is in peril. And it's going to take more than remembering the pharaohs were black. We still lack an adequate apparel to clothe our human being and protect us in battle. It's a war for the spirit of a human turned cattle, turned citizen, turned laborer, turned right back into chattel. We either work or we hustle, just trying to survive. And we die every day having never been alive. Do you understand what I'm telling you? We are dehumanized. Locked up in this cage, we believe the truth lies outside our experience. We negate our inside, the insight of an awareness that's worth more than bottom lines, but we adopted this system. So we're complicit in our demise. It's like the Titanic sinking, but as the cold waters rise, we keep playing our same tunes, hoping God will surprise us. But if God don't like ugly, he likes stupid even less. For not exercising the power of the mind with which one is blessed is an affront to all creation, and you deserve no less than the consequence your consciousness was practiced to express. Like the parable of the talents, we have buried our best, and when eternity comes knocking, we stand silent, bereft, terrified of the inevitable, but there is no greater death than the death of the will to each moment progress. I say there's no greater doom than the fear to create. When the armies amass, and to accept as your fate the decline of possibility is to make vulgar our faith and to give up on our God. I pray you don't wait, for the future is now. There is no turning back. To survive, we must defend the dignity of being black. I said the battle is on us. We can't afford to turn our backs on all the souls who inhabit the status of black. Thank you.